Well, just made it back to the home base in Texas. It's a long story. All I can tell you is that scammers suck. We'll take it back to the beginning after the intro. Well, once again, I'm leaving for the airport. Not to go on a cruise, not to go on an RV. I'm actually going to our former condo in Bonita Springs. Actually, it's no longer our condo, but we have a lot of stuff in storage there. So I'm flying down. We have a transporter bringing back our old Land Cruiser and a bunch of our stuff. And I've got to get there early to get bikes packed, get everything packed into the Land Cruiser so they can pick it up tomorrow. And I hope we can fit everything. So, we'll kind of document this to see what happens. I may have to leave some things there. But anyway, Pam's waiting in the truck, and we're heading to the DFW airport yet again. And by the way, after having all that work done on the truck, we did some other things here. First off, washed and waxed it this weekend. It feels really good to do that. And got some new shoes on the truck. Went with BF Goodrich KO3s, not the Ultra. By the way, we love the Michelin LTXs that we had, the ATs, I guess they call them, that came on this truck, and then we replaced them again, but decided to go with something a little bit more aggressive. I think it looks pretty sexy. So we didn't lift it, we didn't level it, do anything, because you don't want to do that when you're carrying weight in the back, but I think it makes the truck look really cool, and it rides a whole lot better too. Anyway, let's go to the airport. I know it's a tough morning for Pam to get up early, so I'm going to drive. I'm going to let her rest.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I have coffee, so I'm good.
Can't be bad. It's actually a nice cool day here in Texas. But anyway, we got to get going because I don't want to be late. All right, I'm on my own for a little bit here. Just hope this all goes well. And just a lot of moving parts with having a transport company show up, doing this business over the phone, leaving a deposit, hoping he's going to show up. Guy seems like he's pretty good, so I'm confident. So I'm gonna get in here and get checked in. All right, well, this is a situation where a lot of things can go wrong. So I landed in Fort Myers Airport. Everything was good. Had to pick up a rental car. So far, so good on the rental car. Because we have two bikes here as well, and we're shipping the Land Cruiser back, I can't get the bikes inside of the Land Cruiser, so I had to buy a bike rack. So Pam had ordered one for the local Walmart, and it's not here yet. And I have to get this thing installed, get the bikes on, get really the Land Cruiser loaded before about 7 in the morning, because that's when the transport guys come to pick up. So now we got to go. Hopefully they've taken the Land Cruiser out because they close at 5. I've got to eat some lunch. I'm starving, but Publix has some of the best sandwiches ever, so I am going to do a pub sub, as they say. But I got to get this up there, get it installed, and then start loading stuff. So anyway, a lot can go wrong so far. Nothing has. That was a little bit dicey because the other bike rack isn't here. It's supposed to be here at 5, but the storage place closes around 5, so I couldn't do it. Thank goodness I had another 2 bike rack that I can use, and we'll just deal with it. So let's head up to the storage place. Well, here's our 22-year-old baby that we're getting back, and I just, you always kind of forget how you've packed stuff, and I got a bunch of stuff up in the storage thing, and I forgot that the back is nearly full. This is going to be tough. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm probably going to be disposing of some things. So anyway, let's get started. Oh boy, this is what we've got. Completely forgot that we had stuff in the back of the Land Cruiser. So you want to talk about Rubik's Cube? This is going to be a Rubik's Cube. So let me go get a cart and start. Yeah, maybe, just maybe, we'll see. You know, be creative. I'd put this at a 50% or less chance I'm going to get this stuff all in. So, if you're looking for a garage sale, this would be the time to do it, although it'd be late. I'm thinking my odds went up a little bit. 60-40. I'm going to have to trash some stuff, there's no doubt. Problem is, you know, I used to be a boater. We had a boat here in Bonita Springs for many years, and in our rush to get out, thinking I would have a boat again at some point in time in the not too distant future. So I still have all those boating stuff. I have safety stuff. Now I have my fishing gear, which I do want, because that I don't want to get rid of. But I got like all the safety stuff, you know, floats, things like that. And I just don't think I can get those in. I don't need them. So I'm just trying to you know, I have, you know, look at this. I have, you know, life jackets. I'm not going to need that. Now there's a bunch of other stuff in there, but you know, at the end of the day, I still got to take the container. So what I may try and do is consolidate. Got some food. Yeah. Not good. So we're trying. I'm about a 40% that will get it in. We're still throwing some things out. Pillows, gonna have to go. We have plenty of pillows. We don't need those. They're old anyway. Just about being creative at this point. And just looking at it, I'm not sure I'm that creative. Whew, that was a lot of work. Sorry about that. There's a hair on the little microphone thing. A lot of work. Well, we almost got there. Gosh, if I just had a little more room. The only thing I'm missing is this extension cord. Not really. We got the whole thing in there. Oh my God, this is like Sanford and Son, but without a trailer. So let's check this out. Now what I'll have to do when he comes tomorrow is I'll have to take those boxes out, and in fact I'll probably put them in the rental car here, and then just put them in the driver's side after he picks up the rig. But yeah, we got everything in there, and I'm gonna have to throw a bunch of stuff out when I get back to Texas. But we are having a garage sale coming up. I think it's next weekend, so there may be some stuff for sale, and again, a lot of it's Florida saltwater stuff, so I don't know if anybody's going to buy it, but I'll just have to disposition it when I get back there. But just want to get it out of here. Now I got to get the bikes on. The other bike rack came in, so I'm going to go down to Walmart and pick that up and see which one works better, and hope we don't overload this puppy. But I'm sure when he shows up tomorrow, he's going to be like, wait, I didn't bargain for this. And if I need to give him another $100 or so for gas to carry the additional weight, then that's what we'll do. So anyway, I never thought when I first opened up the back, I never thought I was going to get them all in, but I did. So let me go get that extension cord, because I don't want to leave that behind. Okay, it's 8:40. Had to move the truck over here to get a little bit more light, but I got it 95% of the way done. I'm just going to call it a night. I'll reinforce this tomorrow. I'll see what the driver thinks is the best way to secure these, but we got the bike rack on. The bikes are on. Got to pull the truck over here where they asked me to park it, and we'll just deal with this in the morning. I'll get it over there and see how he wants to. He may have some straps to kind of strap this a little better, but got them locked up and ready to go. I'm sweating my you-know-what's off, and well, or my you-know-what. You know, just use your imagination. And I am ready to go have a cocktail or a beer and some dinner and check into the hotel and get up early in the morning and see what old Tom has to say, assuming Tom shows up. Tom, please show up. Anyway, let's call it a night. See you in the morning. Well, good morning from Bonita Springs. And as that Christmas song goes, a few of my favorite things. Well, as feared, the transport guy did not show up yesterday. So yes, we've been scammed. And we're going to talk more about that at the latter part of this video. I'm going to out the guy, basically tell you who he is, his phone number, his information, the company's names that he goes by, the fake company names, I'm sure. But I do have his phone number, and I think we should light him up. Really think we should light him up. So he never showed up. Never answered a phone call, never answered a text, sent him an email, did a bunch of stuff. When you call his number, now he doesn't answer, but you get this voicemail recording of some fictitious company that magically is, it's always after business hours, even during business hours. So shame on me for trusting somebody like that, but you know, it is what it is, right? So we have to make the well, I say I guess obviously Pam didn't go, and I hate to say this, I love my wife, but thank goodness she didn't come along, because you can see there is literally no room for anything in here. I mean, it's packed up. In fact, actually, this seat that I'm sitting in had stuff on waiting for the transport guy, so I had to donate some stuff, which probably didn't need anyway. So we donated some stuff there to some people, and yeah, making the drive. So not happy about that. Did put new tires on the truck, which needed it anyway. But I was going to do that when I got back to Texas, because I wanted to do some stuff to this old Land Cruiser. And so we had to put new tires on, got the oil changed. I'm going to make it up to northwest of Orlando to a college buddies of mine. I'm going to spend a night with him, because this drive is typically a 2-day drive going back to Texas. But that's doing 75, 78, maybe even 80 miles an hour in some places. And this truck, I'm just not going to do that. As old as it is, we're going to take it easy. So this will be a 3-day drive heading back. So stay tuned for more details on that. If you feel so inclined to light the guy up, then I would appreciate the support. But here we go. Let's head back to Texas, driving the old Land Cruiser. It's made this trip a couple times before, so I know it's capable, but it's a 22-year-old vehicle. So wish me luck, and by the time you see this video, I'll either made it back or I'm stranded somewhere trying to get a part that doesn't exist anymore. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Anyway, let's get up to Orlando. Because the transport guy did not show up, I decided to chance it and make the drive back to Texas. First, I needed to get new tires put on. I got the oil change and got some new wipers. Then I hit the road. The first stop was some great friends of ours in Apopka, Florida, then on to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, then all the way back to Texas. All in all, the truck did fine on the way back, which was my biggest concern, and even with being scammed for the deposit of $200, gas on the drive back, a night in a hotel, and food, it still cost less than if he had transported it. So as promised, here's the information for the scammer, Tom Bain, or whatever his name is. I did talk to him on this number before he decided not to show, so how about we show him some attention and war dial his number. Thanks for watching, and we promise we will have more RV content soon, since we are again in colorful Colorado.